The Man in the Glass Corridor. In 2014, a major teaching hospital in Seattle opened a new wing. The pride of this renovation was the Glass Corridor, a 60-meter-long passage suspended between two buildings, surrounded entirely by reinforced glass. During the day, sunlight poured in from all directions, making it feel open, modern, and harmless. But the staff quickly learned something strange: nobody liked walking through it before sunrise. By 5 a.m., the corridor turned into a dim blue tunnel where every tiny sound, footsteps, rustling fabric, even breathing, echoed as if the glass itself was listening. One morning at 5:40 a.m. Nurse Jenna Bruce crossed the corridor alone. Fog pressed tightly against the windows, turning the world outside into a blank white void. Halfway through, she sensed movement to her right, smooth, slow, deliberate. She turned. A man stood outside the glass. He was motionless, as if carved from the mist. His long gray coat fluttered in a wind Jenna couldn't feel. He stood at eye level with her, though there was absolutely nothing outside for him to stand on, just a vertical drop of several stories. Jenna's breath caught. She thought it was a reflection, until she took a step. The man stepped too. Not perfectly. Slightly late. Like a puppet pulled by a distracted puppeteer. When she raised her hand, his hand rose, hesitant, trembling, trying to match her gesture but failing by a fraction of a second. Then Jenna saw his face. It was hers. Not exactly, but unmistakably close, same cheekbones. Same jawline. Same tired eyes. Except, his eyes were wider, too wide. And he did not blink. Jenna dropped her coffee, turned, and ran. On camera, it appears she simply froze, staring blankly at the window for almost a full minute, unmoving. When security reviewed the footage, no man appeared. Jenna stood alone in the corridor the entire time. But she swears something stood inches from her on the other side of the glass. Something wearing her face. Over the next months, more people saw the man. A doctor who claimed the figure smiled with his smile, just a second too late. A cleaner who said the figure pressed its forehead against the glass as she walked by. A student volunteer who saw two REFL actions, hers and another slightly distorted version stretching behind it. All described a long gray coat. A delayed mirroring of their movements. And that terrifying moment when they recognized their own features staring back. Administrators blamed reflections. Maintenance teams repolished the glass. Psychologists suggested sleep deprivation. But one chilling detail connected every sighting: the reflection figures never blinked. Everything changed on May 11th. At 12:14 a.m. security guard Clarence Jacobs, a 58-year-old grandfather close to retirement, entered the corridor to lock up. The cameras captured everything. Clarence walked slowly, keys jingling softly. He reached the center of the corridor. Then he stopped. He didn't just pause. His entire body stiffened, as if something froze him mid-step. He turned toward the glass. For 10 seconds, nothing moved. Then Clarence leaned closer, closer, until his nose nearly touched the glass. His breath fogged a small circle on the pane. He whispered something, too soft for the mic. Then the camera glitched. A fraction of a second. Barely noticeable. And Clarence was gone. No footsteps. No running. No falling. Just gone. When officers arrived, the corridor was empty, except for one impossible detail: outside the glass, on the unreachable exterior, were two long, wet handprints. As if someone had pressed against the glass from a void that no human could physically stand in. Only a few staff members saw the security footage before administrators locked it away. They described something even more disturbing: when Clarence vanished, his reflection remained. It stood alone in the glass, a pale ghostly shape, unmoving. Then the reflection slowly turned its head, not toward the camera, but toward the inside of the corridor, as if it were now on the other side. One IT worker enhanced the audio and quit the next morning. Before leaving, he told a friend what he heard. "This is where he belonged. You will join us when the glass thins again." The hospital officially claimed a frame corruption caused the disappearance. But the employees knew better. The glass corridor is sealed with metal shutters. A sign reads, "Structural instability, closed until further notice." Yet staff who work the night shift swear. They hear soft tapping on the sealed corridor's glass, like fingernails. Motion sensors trigger alarms inside the corridor even though it's locked. And sometimes, when passing by the covered windows, they see a faint silhouette behind the frosted screen, a figure in a long gray coat. Still. Waiting. Reflecting. And when someone gets too close, they claim they see their own face staring back, 1 second behind.